Rome, 65 AD. A man sits in a suffocating steam room, his wrists opened, his lungs failing. He is the second richest man in the empire, a power broker who tutored a monster. Yet, as his life drains away, he is smiling at his executioners. This isn't a defeat, it's a calculated victory. How did a man who had everything find his greatest power in the moment he lost it all? To understand this victory, we have to go back to a disaster. 3 centuries before Christ, a merchant named Zeno was shipwrecked in Athens. He lost his cargo, his wealth, and his status in a single afternoon. But in that wreckage, he discovered a cognitive architecture, a secret weapon for the mind that would eventually be used by both emperors and slaves. Modern neuroscience is only now beginning to decode why this 2,000-year-old operating system works better than modern antidepressants. The Stoics found a loophole in reality. They claim that even in a world of industrial deadlocks and predetermined fates, absolute freedom is possible. They compared the human condition to a dog tied to a moving cart. The cart is moving, you cannot stop it. The dog has 2 choices. It can trot cheerfully, or it can be dragged. But here is the impasse that stumped the ancient world. If the cart represents your fate, and you have no control over its direction, how can you ever be free? The answer lies in the tripartite engine, physics, logic, and ethics. The Stoics realized that while you cannot control the data the world sends you, you have absolute authority over how you code that data. This is the inner citadel. By practicing Premeditatio Malorum, the forensic visualization of the worst case scenario, you pre-disaster your life. What the Stoics called ascent, we now call cognitive reappraisal. It is the ability to use the microscopic gap between a crisis and your reaction to bypass the panic of the amygdala and activate the logic of the prefrontal cortex. Their solution was so effective, so dangerous to the status quo, that it was eventually banned by the state. We have moved from the painted porch of Athens to the cutting edge of biology. But as we refine this philosophy of resilience, we are entering a darker territory. We are now in an age where immersion rings on your wrist can predict a mood crash 48 hours before you even feel it, with 98% accuracy. This leads us to a final haunting information gap. If an algorithm can decode your emotions before you process them, does your locus of control still exist? Or is the agency the Stoics died for becoming a fig in winter, something we pine for but that no longer exists in our current season? The Stoics spent their lives preparing for this impasse. The question is, are you ready for yours? Welcome to The Wider Lens.